Hello, okay, we are doing the Terminus directed mode now. I did the Liberty Fall ones the other day. I'm not gonna lie, I slept all of yesterday, like a muppet, so I didn't get a chance to record anything yesterday. Today, we are doing, obviously, the Terminus directed mode, so I'm gonna get straight into this. I moved the camera today, so you can actually see what it says. And I'm using the Sorg SMG, the new one from the Battle Pass, which I managed to get gold if you didn't see my video the other day. So the plan, turn on AMP generators. So everything up till Pack-a-Punch should be exactly the same. This sight is jokes. I thought I'd just chuck any other sight on. And I saw this one, I was like, this will look mad on an SMG. We are on round 2. What I'm going to do, actually, what if I do this? There you go. That's better. That's better, isn't it? Now we have the second AMP generator. Let's go grab 100 points off the pool table. You can go away. Lovely. Concussion. Let's chuck that down there. And we are done. Okay, so now we're in the power. We're going to get the third AMP generator done. Okay, let's turn up the Pack-a-Punch. Okay, so now the next step, it's saying ride the lift and use the weapon equipped with dead wire to shoot the electrical panels. So let's put dead wire on our weapon. Now it's showing you here in this window, we need to shoot this panel. So let's shoot this, and then this one, and then this one. Then we'll come inside here, shoot this, final one, and this will open the door. Now it's saying retrieve the EMF, so I'm going to kill this person. And we will get the EMF fob. Okay, so retrieve the contents from the briefcase. Let's open this and grab the resonator. I want to return to the lab and put this on the computer. And now we need to go and turn on these laptops. So it shows you exactly where they all are. It says activate the harmonic triangulators. So there's one. The next one is up here next to stamina. We'll grab this. And then the final one is down here. There we go. So now it says use the triangulation values to solve the equations. Okay. So it wants us to do some maths. I'm not going to do the maths. Okay. So come in here. Hold square on this. Now you see on the left side of the screen, it wants us to do some maths. I'm not doing the maths. So if you can see here, all I need to do, I'll link this website down below, but plug in your coordinates for X, Y, and Z, and then down here it will show you your answer. So 11, 26, and 21. I'm going to go ahead and plug in 11, 26, and 21. Now if you don't want to use the website, or you don't have access to use another, like a PC or a phone next to you, you can always go into Spawn next to Dr. Peck, and you can pay him $5 grand and he'll just give you the code. But now it's saying wait for the location sequence to complete. We have to wait, I think on solo it's like two or three rounds. On co-op it's just one. Okay, so it has been calibrated. We are now going to take this. Okay, so now we're going to take this raft to one of the islands. So we're going to hop in here and we're going to put down the resonator. So now feed the amp orb energy from the charged zombie. So this is your charged zombie. You want to shoot the zombie, pick up the orb, and then run it over into the... Okay, so now you want to wait for a second one. Do the exact same thing again. Shoot the zombie, pick up the orb. And then that will finish. You'll have to pick up your resonator, and then you'll follow it to the next island. Okay, here we go. At the second island, I'm going to go and place the AMP into here. There we go, we've got one more. Pick up the orb. And it's done, and then it's going to carry on to the next island. Here we go. Third and final island. We'll do the same again. There's the last one. Orb and in. Okay, so once you've done all three, you can pick up the AMP munition. And that is the final piece you need to craft the beam smasher. So we're going to go back to the table right now. Okay, we are back at the table. We're going to craft the beam smasher. And there we go. Now, in the actual game, you can skip crafting the Beam Smasher if you manage to get it out the box, or use like a Wonderbar Gobblegum to get it. And if you do, then your Easter egg will start from this point. But it says activate the trap and shock the tentacles with the Beam Smasher. So we need to go and find one of these traps here, one of these tentacle traps. In this case, it's this trap right here. There you go. There's a card. So we're going to activate the trap and laser into the trap like this. And it will drop the hard drive. Okay, so we're back. We're going to drop the hard drive in here. There we go. Okay, so now it wants us to investigate Nathan's chamber. So we're going to go back into the middle area right here where Pack-a-Punch is. And here we go, right in the middle. Hold interact here. And Nathan will pop up. So it says use the audio log clues to find the code for Nathan's chamber. You've got the clock hour hand, so that'll be a 5. You've got a playing card on here, which is an ace, so that's 1. And then you've got this code here, with days since last injury, which is a 3. So it's 513. So if I come back in here, and go to the code and type in 513. And then if you're in co-op, you need all players to hold square or to hold interact at the same time, but we're going to turn this relief valve. So at this point now we'll be fighting Nathan.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
Now Nathan is really beefy, so if you can help it, try and get your guns Pack-a-Punched or leveled up before this point. And we're coming up to the end of the boss fight now. He's on his last bit of health. Now once you've beat the boss fight, it will take you out directly like this into a cutscene. You can just skip this. And then you'll see Nathan's body right here. Just jump off the side and there'll be this key card under the water that you want to collect. Okay, now with this key card, what you need to do is come over to this ship and there'll be a hatch underneath here that opens up next to this ladder. So if you park up here, and then inside here you need to pick up one of these node connectors. Now when you do this, it'll start a lockdown. I like to just sit in this corner next to the bench and just use the Beam Smasher to stun them and slow them down. And then when you're done, you can pick up the max ammo, pick up the node connector again, and you want to take it to the 3 node connectors on the island. Now only 2 of the 3 locations need to be done. I'll show you them all here. There's one obviously right here. So we're just going to hold down the node connector here and hop back in the boat. Okay, now I need to pick up the second node connector. So now the second location is just underneath this tower. Right there. But that one's already filled in. So now we need to go into the Speed Cola tunnel to do the third location. Okay, so just in the Speed Cola tunnel here, there is the last node connection. I'm going to turn that on. Okay, so we need to come back into spawn and pick up this hacking device here. So we need to come to these buoys right here. They're going to be... There's going to be a few flying parasites around here. You need to just kill them. And then hack each of the buoys. Once you've done this first one, there will be a 5-minute timer. Oh, I lied. There's a 2-minute timer. There's the 2-minute timer that you now have to beat to hack all 3 of these. So I'm just going to hack this quickly. Tank all these hits from the flies. There we go. They are dead. And then we got one more to do. So just follow the islands around clockwise and you'll eventually get them all. Right, here's the third and final one. Kill the parasites and we're going to... Oh, come back. Come back. We're going to hack this. And that is all 3 of them done. So now what's going to happen is you need to get back into the middle of the map by Pack-a-Punch as fast as you can. So as you're about to hear, Modi is going to try and destroy the entire island. So we need to defuse these bombs. There we go, objective updated. Now we've got a 5-minute timer. We need to defuse all 3 of these bombs. So I'm going to chuck a Molotov here. It's good if you have like monkey bombs or smokes, or I'm going to use this right now. Because otherwise I'm going to die. Ether Shroud is very useful. There's one. I'm going to now defuse the second one. Hopefully I can get most of this one done before I get attacked. There we go. Oh no. There we go. Now there's 2 done. Now the third one is here. I've got a Casimir, so I'm going to chuck the Casimir and then start diffusing the third one here. And hopefully by the time the Casimir is gone, I will have finished diffusing. It is gone now. Diffuse the third and final one. The screen is going to go white, as you can see, and now we are at boss fight stage. So if you come next to Melee Macchiato, this door is about to open. And this is, see, start final battle encounter. That is where your boss fight is going to be. So at this point now, as you can see, I've got gold weapon rarity, both Pack-a-Punch 3 weapons. I would recommend prepping as much as you can for this boss fight. So we're going to go in right now. So now you're going to be attacking Patient 13. So what you need to do, there's going to be these glowing critical orb points that you need to shoot. And you want to try and avoid his tentacle attacks that he's going to smack down. Go straight through these critical points. Okay, so once you've done enough damage, you'll enter phase 2. Phase 1 will finish and the Kraken will disappear. You now need to stay alive until he comes back in for stage 2. Okay, so as stage 2 starts, it'll give you a max ammo. Now it'll last longer than a normal one will, but it will still disappear. And the next critical point that you need to focus on is the Kraken's mouth. So I'll wait for him to finish attacking, and you want to shoot straight into his mouth like this. Try not to die. Once you've done enough damage to his mouth, you'll have to shoot his tentacles for the critical points. Again, you want to destroy all these tentacles just so they stop being a nuisance when the next stage happens. Okay, now stage 3 has started. I'm going to grab the max ammo. Okay, now for stage 3, he's going to charge up an electrical shot like this. And you want to have to hide just so it doesn't attack you, because this attack will wipe you out completely. And then the third and final critical point for this boss is on its eyes. There we go, he's finished his charge attack. Now you want to shoot it into his eyes. And once his eyes are gone, he's going to finish his charge attacks, and then you've got to go back to shooting his tentacles for critical points. Again, hide while he's charging up his attack, just so you don't get wiped out. And then we're going to go back to shooting his eyes. And then that will be it. Once you've done enough damage, obviously the boss will be finished. And then you will have completed the Terminus boss fight and the entire Easter egg. Now, as you can see on the right side of my screen, I've unlocked all of the directed mode rewards. And then once you've done this, obviously you can go in and try the standard mode if you haven't already, and you'll get some more rewards with that as well. But yeah, that was the Terminus directed mode. The plan was to get a Terminus Easter egg guide out before this, but when I was editing it, the files got corrupted and it destroyed my recording. So I ran out of time before this came out, so I'm using this as like a Terminus guide as well as a directed, you know. But at this point, everyone's going to know how to do it, so it's balancing up as both. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Like I said in my other videos, I've got more coming out. I've just been swamped. This editing takes a while, you know. If you haven't seen, I upload shorts as well, so go have a look at them. Obviously, they're only a minute, so you know. I'm trying things out, but I've got little Easter eggs in there that I haven't necessarily put into main videos yet. But yeah, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.